Rural Montana is the lifeblood of our state.
We are rich in rural communities.
Communities built upon relationships.
We grow and raise a lot of our own food.
Neighbors helping neighbors.
We are the connection.
Go! Through the good times and also the not so good times. In Harlowton, this was one of those days.
It was just the saddest day ever for this community.
On February 12, 2023, fire decimated the historic Graves Hotel, the 115-year-old community landmark reduced to rubble in just minutes.
It was historic. Everybody had a story. Everybody's family came here. Everybody's family worked here. Every person in this community has a tie to this lot.
Jeff Eagleton was among the many who could only watch.
That call that morning that it was on fire, I drove 100 miles an hour for 30 miles to get here to help out and stood in the street over there and cried with the rest of the community.
But fast forward 2 years and those tears have dried. New life has begun to sprout on this hallowed ground, now full of rusty nails.
There is nothing like this in central Montana.
Jeff and his wife Shauna are now trying to restore this plot of land to its former glory, albeit in a new, reimagined way, the foundation of something they hope will last for generations.
That wasn't new. That's Grandma's idea.
That concept is this: a massive community center to be known as the Central Montana Food Hub, a one-stop shop for local ag producers to sell their products, from vegetables and grains to meats and potatoes.
A food hub is a local aggregator. We help the producers get those products to the shelves.
Some of those products will be sold directly to consumers, others to local grocery stores and restaurants, not only boosting the local economy.
Let's create that access. Let's create that market.
But also getting fresh produce into the mouths of Montanans who live in what has long been considered a food desert.
If you're not on an interstate, you're probably not being served fresh, quality, local foods. Western Montana Growers Cooperative, they're the beacon, right? They're the one that's saying it's possible.
The Western Montana Growers Cooperative has set the standard in Montana. A nonprofit now working to create a network of farmer-owned food co-ops across the state.
To really develop a fully fledged food system, regional food system or local food system, it can't be just one farm, it can't be just one food hub.
In the 1950s, 70% of the food eaten in Montana was grown here. That number has shrunk to just 3% today.
Which is a really vulnerable, precarious place to be. That means we are importing 97% of the food that we're eating as a state.
Aaron Austin is with Abundant Montana, the marketing force behind an effort to reverse those numbers.
Food hubs are critical for that.
And the statewide nonprofit has set a very ambitious goal.
I think it's possible that, in 10 years, by 2033, a third of the food that we're eating in state is from Montana. It requires all of us to participate.
Food hubs like this one, connecting Montanans with meals, one community at a time.
I'm hoping that it's just duplicated. Like once we do it, this needs to happen in Circle. This needs to happen in Havre. This needs to start happening in these other communities, and then we can start connecting these. I 100% know in my heart and in my mind that this is necessary and going to succeed.
In Harlowton, Kagan Harsha, MTN News.